Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's episode we're going to be doing something that I wasn't planning on doing and it's kind of going backwards, but it is what it is at the minute. But before I let you know what we're doing, let's roll the intro. Alright, so for the title of the video you probably already know what we're doing, but today we're going to be working on my beloved Suzuki Jimny. I think what happens is that because the other two cars are a bit louder, they got exhaust system on and stuff like that, the Jimny got a bit jealous. So this is what the Jimny decided to do to let me know that she was upset because I wasn't looking after her. So listen to this. I think it's quite obvious what happened here. Basically we got a hole on a back box and yeah, so that's why it sounds like that. I mean, it sounds quite good. We're gonna go for a test drive now so you can hear it. It sounds good, but what happens is that once you lift your foot off the throttle, it does drone. It is quite droney, it is annoying, everything shakes inside, it's so, I don't know, it's just annoying. Unfortunately, I've been trying to get a sports exhaust for them, but everyone wants a lot of money for a second-hand one. So what we're going to do is just put the stock one back on. All right, let's go for a test drive. So as you can hear, it's not bad. It sounds quite good actually. Well, at least in my opinion anyway, to be just broken and not made to be like this. So it does sound good. Come on, you gotta admit that it sounds good for what it is anyway. And then we got this snorkel as well, which, to be honest, when you putting your foot down, the snorkel actually sounds louder than the exhaust itself. The only thing is that, as I said, now when my foot is not on the throttle, every now and then it just drones. It's very drony in here, and the car is small, so there's not a lot of material to actually absorb the noise coming through from the exhaust. So unfortunately we're gonna have to replace it. I've been trying to get some sports carts or cat backs or like back boxes or stuff like that, but everyone wants a lot of money for a second hand, and at the minute I'm not willing to spend any of that on this car, since I'm doing other bits to other cars that you'll see very soon. So what we're gonna do is just be boring and just buy a normal back box and just fit it. So that's what we're gonna do today. Quite a simple job. It's probably gonna take us, what, 15-20 minutes. I don't think it's going to be that much. I don't think it's going to be that long anyway. But yeah, so that's what we're doing today. So if you were wondering how to replace it, you came to the right place. But before we change the box, let's have a bit of fun. Just 1 or 2 runs. Let's see what it sounds like. Man, that snorkel is quite loud, to be honest. I mean, we got it facing this way, so I suppose that's the reason why. But it is quite loud. You can't really hear the exhaust once you put your foot down. I suppose if we turn it around, we might be able to listen to the exhaust a bit more. But as I said, it was just a run to see what it sounds like when you put your foot down. So let's do one more and let's get back home and let's fix it. If I get off slowly, so that is all exhaust. But as soon as you put your foot down, that snorkel is is stupid. It's silly, but it sounds so good. Alright, so this is what we're working with. Just a normal muffler, normal back box for a Jimny, standard. So let's get under the car and let's have a look. This is basically what we're going to have to remove. There's going to be one bolt here, one not here, same thing on the other side. We go up there, one of the hangers, one on the other side, and that's about it as far as I know. So let's have a look at the actual hole that we got on a back box. And here we can see that, as I said before, the hole is not small and it's basically just getting bigger and bigger and trying to break on this side as well. So we're going to get this off and we're going to put the other one back in, and well, it's not going to sound any better. I suppose it's not going to make any noise, so I suppose it might sound better for some people. As I was saying, it's annoying that I couldn't find a sports catback or sport muffler or anything like it. But well, I think at some point I like to have a go at making my own exhaust, and I think this car could be ideal for us, because if we fuck her up, it's still going to be a bit quirky and whatever. So more to come on that. Alright, I have lubricated both bolt and nut, so we're now just going to try to remove it. Unfortunately, I don't think I can get a gun in here. I can't get the impact gun, so it's going to have to be manual label here. Right, so it has been taking me a bit longer than I expected. You can see the other bolt right at the top, right there. And to be honest, they were C's, so I managed to use the gun. For this one was a bit easier. For one at the top was a bit harder, but now what we're going to do is focus on getting the rubber hangers off, which I already showed in a video before, so I'm going to put it up here, but I'll show you anyway how to do it on this one. So let's grab the tool and let's get to it. Alright, so the way that we're going to do this is basically with a set of pliers like this, and what we're going to try to do is grab the rod from the back, and this part of the pliers, what we're going to do is push on the metal hanger, and then we're going to squeeze, and there we go. That was a bit easier than I was expected, to be honest. So what we're going to do now is do the same on the other side, and then we're going to be ready to remove the box and put the new one back in. You're going to be able to see it, but the other one is right up there, so I don't think I'm going to be able to record this to show you how to get it, but it shouldn't be too hard. I think we might be even able to do it by hand. So let's give it a go and I'll let you know how I got it off. Oh, I managed to get it off. As you can see, we got it here. So we just need to slide it out now. Let me just put you here. And there we go. Then here we got it. So it comes with like some sort of shield built on it, but then if we turn it around, we can see the hole that we were talking about, and you can see how it's going this way as well, and then it's breaking here as well. So yeah, let's just fit the new one in. And maybe, as typical British weather, as soon as you want to do something outside, it's raining. But maybe I was thinking, should we start it up and see if it sounds any different? I mean, we're not going to have it too much because of the neighbours and whatever, but let's have a go. Let's see what it sounds like. That didn't sound that bad actually. That sounded quite throaty. I mean, I bet it would be a nightmare to drive it like that on the road. But to be honest, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. It seems like the muffler still was making somehow some of the job, because this was way louder than it was before with the muffler even broken. So what we're gonna do now, as I said, we're just gonna put the new one back in and call it a day. And just for reference, right there is where the rubber hanger is, the one that I couldn't show you before. It was quite simple. I don't know, it's because I don't know if it's because the actual rubber is a bit worn, but I could do it, actually I was able to do it with my hand just to push it out. So that's what we're going to put first, and then we're going to put this one here, and then we're going to put our bolts, which we're going to have to find new ones because the ones that were here, that's stripped. So let's see if we got any. I haven't been able to actually find some bolts. The ones that I've got are either too big or too small. So what I'm going to do, as I just did on this one, is clean the threads. As you can see, right here we got the one with the newer threads and the one with the old one. They're not amazing, but what I'm going to do is just use these ones, and then when I get to work tomorrow I can get the same bolts as these ones and then just replace them. But it will do for now. We got the new box back in, so I suppose all we got left now is start it, see what it sounds like. Alright, so now it sounds like it should have sounded from factory. So, as I said, nothing interesting. It was just a straight swap, basically standard back box for standard back box anyway. So, nothing special, but at least now it's not going to drone like a bastard every time that we drive it. And so that's how easy you can replace the rear muffler on a Suzuki Jimny. And to be honest, the only thing that I would let you know is that maybe clean the car underneath before you're doing this, or at least a tiny bit, because I'm covering shit all over me. Even my hair is crazy. I mean, I know it's always crazy, but it's even worse right now. So I think what I'm going to do is leave you here. I'm going to go and have a shower and then just go for a road test. So let's do that. All right, so we're just doing a bit of a road test, see how it sounds. I put a bit, something I forgot to say, I put a bit of exhaust paste just on basically on the joint, so in case it's blowing a bit, that will cure it. And apart from that, I suppose it sounds normal, but what it still sounds good is this. So, I think here's where I'm going to end this video. As I said, it was a quite simple job. The only thing is, like, if like me, your bolts were seized, they were going to take a bit longer, but apart from that, it's a quite easy job. I got a little girl here holding the camera. She's doing a good job.
A bit bumpy.
Yeah, it is a bit bumpy. Okay, so since you always are in this car when you go to school and all that, how does it feel now that it doesn't sound, let's say, rowdy?
It feels like I've got used to it. So like, it's not loud. It's not quiet. It's just like
normal.
Yeah, I can't hear it anymore.
So are you gonna miss it then?
Yeah.
You're gonna miss the sound?
Yeah.
Oh, we might gonna have to get a nice exhaust for this then. Apart from that, I think here's where I'm gonna end it. We got many things to come for this car, for the Forester, for the Impreza, for the Golf, so stay tuned for that. But as usual, thank you for watching, thank you for liking, thank you for subscribing if you do, and I shall see you very shortly.